to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Penn State's offense will get first crack at it here. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy... last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking for a man. It's Barmore. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels foot.
Open field on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Creates a little space. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. The running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Barmore. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Going to try to get it himself. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Leaves it with the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Barmore. Under fire. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last two.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. We got to see that today.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. Dances away to buy time. He's got an open man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Toss to the outside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Finds us back in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. To the air on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble. He's
intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Back to pass, it's Barmore. Got a little space. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime.
Oh, a lot of space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On the run, fires downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
And take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Fresno State came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside Bulldog Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Dropping back, it's Barmore. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Quarterback may change this route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Rolling right and going deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Barmore. And down he goes back at the 3.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. They'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Nittany Lions are facing third and inches. The give on the option. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Scanning the field, it's Barmore. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hester. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial some.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass, it's Barmore. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
There he goes. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen screen passes, it just never developed. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And the timing just a hair off.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fall.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, honestly, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week, you...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Looking to throw, it's Barmore. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He'll take another shot here. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll take a shot. He caught it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Stein. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Barmore. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak